Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be giving you my Cancer February 2020 horoscope forecast, part 2 of 2. And yes, this does apply and pertain to the Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. Anyway, people, first thing up is as far as February goes, Mars will be in Sagittarius from the 1st until the 16th, so the 6th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. So at this time, the situation with people in your employment, your fellow employees, your daily routine, and aunt and uncle even, might be a little bit more contentious and acrimonious, more so than usual. There may be philosophical differences, arguments connected with the law, with religion, um, opinions on things. It could be arguments that are very blunt and very tactless as well, since we are talking about Sagittarius energy over what the truth is, speaking your veritable truth and vice versa. It could be a time too. Now, if you're unattached at this time, Cancer, you may connect with a Sagittarius Sun, Moon, or Ascendant person, or simply one that embodies Sagittarius characteristics. It could be for a sexual liaison, someone in your daily routine. It could be somebody you meet at a place of work, your employment, or maybe at a health and fitness venue. 6th house is connected with health, of course. It could also be a time too where you may be it could be in certain cases some injury or accident connected with foolhardy, reckless movements. It could be something sports related or the outdoors. If you're involved with some doing something outdoors in your daily routine, your work life, be careful at this time. You may be more susceptible to some kind of injuries or even some scrapes or cuts or what have you. So anyway, it could also be a lot of energy into Sagittarius type of work. It could be connected with the outdoors, something sports related in some isolated cases, something with the law, religion, translation, exploration, long distance traveling, publishing, anything Sagittarius related. Next thing up. Next thing up is Mars will be in Capricorn as far as February goes from the 16th until the 29th. So the 7th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. So at this time, Cancer, the situation with a significant other, marriage partner, a grandmother, even open adversaries, it may be more contentious and acrimonious, more so than usual. There could be arguments over responsibility. There may be political government issues that are contentious with these people that you may be arguing over things of a political nature, over some kind of business. It could be over very serious matters as well. It could be over matters with discipline and structure as well. And the thing about this too is if you're unattached at this time, Cancer, you may connect with a Capricorn Sun, Moon, or Ascendant person, or simply one that embodies Capricorn traits, and it might be somebody that might lead to could be as for a sexual liaison or a very sexual one, but it could be somebody that may be a future marriage partner or a significant other, a person that might be in a 7th house profession such as law, arbitration, or negotiation. It could also be something too where this could be about a lot of energy and vitality injected into a Capricorn like a business partnership. It could be something connected with information technology or masonry, accounting, like an accounting firm, something associated with the government or some political business connection or anything that could be Capricorn related. Next thing up. Jupiter will still be in Capricorn, so the 7th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. Now, at this time, as I've stated in previous videos, Jupiter could be rather paradoxical, it could be very strongly benign and benevolent, but it could also have a tendency to enlarge and expand. Now, in some cases, This could enlarge and expand responsibilities, limitations, restrictions, even depressive energy and sadness and connection with your important friendships, your relationships. It could be with a significant other, marriage partner, a grandmother. You might be at this time as well, if you're unattached, you may connect with a foreigner at this time, or somebody you might meet through long distance traveling. It could be something business related and it might lead to something stronger. This could also be fortuitous for something career related. That could be, like I said, that could be associated with the 7th house. Capricorn is the sign associated with career. It could be something connected with the law or something with negotiation, arbitration, anything, and again, anything connected with something legal or working as a diplomat. It could also be as well, it could be very auspicious for a Capricorn related business partnership, such as something like with dentistry or accounting or something connected with politics or business or the government, masonry, anything, information technology, anything that Capricorn related at this time. So anyway, and it could also be very fortuitous for marriage in general at this time. And it may be with an older person or somebody that's very responsible, disciplined, structured. So anyway, next thing up. Well, Saturn will still be in Capricorn, so the 7th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted at this time. Well, if you're unattached at this time, Cancer, it's a time where you might marry somebody or find some significant other or a potential marriage partner. That could be an older person or it could be an older Capricorn. Perhaps it could be a Capricorn Sun, Moon, or Ascendant person, or simply one that embodies Capricorn characteristics. Could also be a time too where you might find yourself taking care of a sickly or debilitated marriage partner, significant other, or grandmother. In some cases, it could be something Capricorn related, such as something with the knees, the bones, the joints, the hamstrings, and maybe making you feel somewhat despondent and melancholy. Now, at this time as well, this could really be about a lot of responsibilities in 7th house matters. It could be dealing with open adversaries in some cases. It might be where in some isolated case you might be dealing with older people that may be open enemies. It could even be the father in some isolated cases. It could be a grandfather or just older people. It could be an older person in general. Could be an older Capricorn person or somebody that embodies Capricorn traits. It may be somebody, this could also be a time too where there may be some like government related legal matters you got to take care of, or just serious ones in general at this time, Cancer. And if you're unattached, you may connect with an older person at this time as well. And it's also this could manifest in gaining structure and discipline in your relationships and consistency at this time. Anyway, people, next thing up. Well, Uranus will still be in Taurus, so the 11th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. So at this time, well, this could manifest in a multitude of ways. One thing this could be about where your friendships might be a little bit more erratic and sporadic, more so than usual. If you're getting money from a business, that might be a little bit sporadic and erratic, and a lot of fluctuations with that at this time, Cancer. But on a positive end, this could also manifest in Uranus-like goals and aspirations. It could be something connected with humanitarian work or something with innovation, ingenuity, astrology, astronomy, aerospace, rocket science, even innovation, computers, electronics. In some cases, too, this could also be about Taurus friendships that might figure prominently in your goals, your aspirations, and group-related matters, even social media. They could be Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant people, or simply ones that embody Taurus characteristics at this time. And it could also be where, looking at this as well, this could also be about when you're talking about Uranus, and then the 11th house could also be in some cases about dealing with rather stubborn, unusual stubborn, obstinate behavior from friends, acquaintances, people in groups, clubs, organizations, even stepchildren if applicable, or people you may know well on social media and social networking. So anyway, people. Well, next thing up, Neptune will be in Pisces still, so the ninth house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. Hold on a moment, people. Sorry about that, I'm back. Well, anyway, again, Neptune will be in Pisces, so the ninth house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. So at this time, Cancer, well, there's a number of ways this could pan out and manifest at this time for you. Well, one thing is that you may be dealing with some in-laws and grandchildren that might be a little bit more deceptive and duplicitous, more so than usual. And also guard against like fallacious, like false prophets at this time that might be connected with some religious congregation. It might be dealing with some false religion and people at this time as well. I mean, this could also be a time too for you on a positive end. It could be about publishing something Neptune related. It could be something connected with dancing, poetry, photography, chemistry, something associated with something fantastical or fiction. It could be fantasy writing. Could also be something connected with the metaphysical, which includes astrology, spirituality, even taking some Neptune related higher education course. At this time, it could be doing something, again, taking maybe a course like in dancing or poetry or photography, anesthesiology, something with the metaphysical, which can include astrology, spirituality, anything that could be Neptune related. And on another note, too, I would be a little careful going at this time, going like long distance journeys. Your flight might be. You might be dealing with things that are, the skies or might be a little bit more nebulous and foggy at this time. So just be careful if you're taking any trip by plane and on long distance journeys at this time, Cancer. And another thing too is that this could also be about, ninth house could be connected with the law, so you might be dealing with some rather nebulous or unclear, even confounding legal matters at this time. So, those are some ways, ways that this can manifest and pan out at this time for your Cancer. But last but not least, Pluto will be in Capricorn still, so the seventh house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. Now, one way this may manifest and pan out, I know a lot of you don't want me to say the dreaded D word, but I'm going to anyway. In some cases, this could be about the actual or literal death of could be a grandmother in some isolated cases, could be a significant other, marriage partner, someone you're in a close friendship with. This could be the end of a legal matter, because Pluto can be about figurative deaths and obliteration and destruction. This could be about a time where your relationships might be destroyed, or you might be obliterated for whatever reason. But at the same time, remember that Pluto is also about regeneration and rebirth. So when something may go away with Pluto, it might be reborn later on. These relationships may be revived or may simply be supplanted with other people. But another thing too, it could also be in some cases about dealing with very powerful open adversaries at this time, or people that are open enemies that are Pluto related, such as people that are the nuclear physicists, people that are in occult supernatural fields, astrology, insurance, recycling, transformation, anything Pluto related. And guard at this time, Cancer, about expecting infallibility from seventh house people, such as a grandmother or significant other, marriage partner, people you're you are in important friendships with, because Plutonian energy could be about where you expect infallibility and expect people to be flawless. So just guard against that at this time, and even obsessive compulsive type behavior and being fixated on certain people and relationships at this time. So anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment for my Cancer February 2020 Horoscope Forecast Part 2 of 2. And stay tuned next time where I will be giving you my Leo February 2020 Horoscope Forecast Part 1 of 2. Until next time, people, Edwin Learnard saying stay well.